become more investable is the reality of it. A lot of this investment is going into privately owned spaces, private equity, or to the top 1%, which means a lot of the infrastructure that's been safeguarded in places like Jamaica and for the Caribbean, for that matter, are the wealthier areas. It's not the poorer areas. So there's a lot of communities that still live in board houses and stuff, which will not have adequate safeguarding from any hurricane. So people do what they can, let alone a Category 5. And we'll get into a bit what it means exactly for there to be a Category 5 hurricane and the significance of it. But yeah, let's just see a bit more about what people are going through on the ground.
51 star.
I come from Florida, 42 man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother about 44. But me never know 44.
For all the people on TikTok,
you see me?
For all the people on TikTok, if you want to hear the audio, as right now we're running it through the roadcaster instead of the speakers, hop on TikTok. You can follow us at Frontline Media Ltd. On Twitch. We were streaming on YouTube, but we're having some technical difficulties. So yeah, to get the full audio and the full video, go onto Twitch, Frontline Media Ltd. And afterwards, this will be posted on TikTok and on YouTube. But yeah, stay with us, stay posted.
Me go look on your phone.
Yeah, man, go look, man.
Jaja no. Say General saying there from Charlie. And he been through 51 storm and Gilbert him said none of them no move like Melissa. Ain't say Gilbert no do with no damage like how this do with damage. So me could see a farm.
Because this is a Category 5. Category 5. Gilbert, Ivan, all them other hurricanes is not. This is probably
every banana tree.
The worst hurricane in Jamaican history, but also probably the worst hurricane right now in modern history in terms of the level of damage and destruction that has gone on.
Them tree have a young banana.
But yeah, to give you guys perspective of the type of damages in more urban built-up areas, let's have a look so you can see really how this has devastated people's livelihoods. Not only have people died, particularly in Haiti, where the hurricane hit first, and remember Haiti is going through a whole heap of political and socio-economic problems. Really that goes back to the birth and inception of Haiti independence. So Haiti's in a lot more unstable space where there's gang warfare, geopolitical warfare, really, proxy wars. You have the fact it's been hit by earthquake. The president was assassinated not too long ago. You have so many components going on in Haiti, which means the safeguarding in Haiti is probably the lowest out of all the Caribbean islands. So yeah, when it was hit by Haiti, that's
looking
where
for my first opportunity.
Naturally, most of the deaths occurred, just purely simply because Haiti is in a very, very bad place. Whereas Jamaica had a bit more time to prepare, but still not enough time to prepare adequately. Unless you're talking about the government, where they've actually had a fairly good response. If I'm honest, and this is not me pointing fingers particularly at Jamaica, but just at Caribbean leaders in general, I do feel like as an issue that is consistent, that affects the Caribbean every single year, things such as hurricane, the infrastructure, in particular, when quote unquote you're clearing debts to the IMF and so forth, what ends up happening is that money that is invested into these nations, the infrastructure and so forth, goes into things like roads, but also into more so private areas which are profitable, things like hotels and private companies and corporations, where it makes sense to invest here because there will be profit. But here, this the lowest common denominator in society, the poorest of the poor in your society, do not have adequate safeguarding for something that happens consistently every single year. I'm not talking about the best in the country, I'm talking about the worst. So some of that investment that's coming into these nations now can't just be going into areas of tourism, things that are just profitable, but also needs to go into safeguarding the lowest common denominator within these West Indian nations, the rural areas. All these are is there enough public investment into people's assets, their homes, housing, roads, you understand? And not for the sake of profit, but for the sake of safeguarding people and their livelihoods in the country. I feel like as an average in the Caribbean in general, this is not being done. And we'll go into it a bit later. But yeah, there is adequate hurricane protection, but is it going to where it's needed? I in my opinion, I don't think so. And this is why, especially when you get hit with a level category 5, I mean, that means there's only so much you can do in preparation, because really and truly, the infrastructure will never be adequate to withstand any hurricane, let alone a category 5, unless you're of a certain socioeconomic status. However, as this is a category 5, I mean, you had concrete houses being lift up, and I saw videos of concrete houses in the water. So this is an extraordinary event, and there was very little people could do to prepare. But just as in general, I do feel like leaders in the Caribbean could do a better job preparing their population for hurricane and safeguarding the lowest common denominator in society, especially taking into consideration the amount of investment that's coming into these nations now and who it's benefiting. And I feel like it's only right that if nations are clearing their debts to the IMF, if they're getting considerable investment from Western nations, for whether it's for tourism or for other reasons as well, that investment can't just go into areas that are profitable. It needs to go into the areas that matter as well, in my opinion. But yeah, man, let's without further ado. Sorry, people, just so much adverts today. Yeah. All right. Without further ado, let's get straight back into it.
Government yet.
Never. Tell it. Say number again.
Yet 465. I'm on him. I want to come.
Alright, so this is one of the key things I was talking about. Is in places like Jamaica, one, there's a lot of inequality, and the government have been overseeing this inequality. So a lot of communities are very autonomous, independent, and they're relying on remittances, or they're relying on the generational community infrastructure, everything they built to just keep going, you understand? They may not be relying, especially in some of the more rural areas, may not be relying on the government. The government may be making certain aspects of the island profitable for the nation, but they may not be able to experience those parts of the island. So it's also important to take into consideration, while the government are doing everything they can right now, while people are sending money to the Jamaican government, is there's a lot of people that do not exist within that support system and don't even know where that money is going to go. So it's also important for us to support communities directly, reach out to family members and friends and see what we can help. And yes, there is opportunity to be scammed, but I think it's a risk worth taking. So yeah, if you can support via governmental links, or if you have a privilege of having access to Jamaican family and friends on the ground and communities that you know you can send directly, explore both avenues, because people just need support and help on the ground right now. But yeah, let's play this one from the top. Fuck, see what I mean by the adverts, people? See what I mean?
Activia presents If Your Gut Feels Good, You Feel Good. So give it some love and start your day with Activia Cafe.
Straight away they want to hit me with a blood clot. Sorry, people. Sorry. Straight away they want to hit me with an advert.
Sip the water from the brook of life. Take a glass. I've got animal in them pot, but them a cook a spice. Use what you say I do. Should be true.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
With the nice, the score and the wicked look at life. Them got eyes, pick a knife, as someone that look at life. Them all.
Alright. Jamaica walk by. Big up Jamaica walk by.
Serious thing this year.
Letting us know what's like right now on the ground.
Lord have mercy, massive. When you look here, now people them house, people them yard.
Everyone on TikTok, big up yourself.
Cheese and peas, see the kids
Twitch,
everywhere. See them house
LTD,
underwater.
live what I'm reacting to in Jamaica.
How far dolly this? Dolly, you not afraid of water? All have a bay fall from?
Yeah.
Stop and chat to me now, man. We are run go, man. Nobody run go. Yeah, no beautiful girl, no shy, man. Talk to me a little bit. So, which part you when the storm are going?
In my house.
Eh? A rackle? Where you say wrap up with Ozzy?
Yeah.
Tight! So which part of the roadway? So we just walking in the water? Cheese and people, well, I'm going to catch one, I can't mean business today. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
One thing I can say about the storm, it's really showing, one, how resilient Jamaican people are. There's been so much videos I've seen that made me laugh, helped me get through this, helped other people get through this, you understand? And it's not to say that everything's alright, but it just shows you how resilient the people are and how they're able to make jokes out of everything, how they're able to come together, and you have to show enough respect to it, because over here in the UK, you see people fall out of the littlest thing. It's not even that deep half the time. So yeah, you have to show love and respect to the culture, because these sort of things, when you know, like the popcorn said, in rough times is when we celebrate, you understand? So that's what really matters. Can people come together? Can people help each other out in the worst of times? And can you still cope? Can you still put a smile on your face? Not say everything's alright, but still, you know, it's respectable to see people get through the situation where most people would be struggling and suffering.
Why, Raj, you know look good. So now we're ready for swim. Yo.
You can see the extent of the damage. Completely destroyed. Everything is destroyed.
Jaja no. Jaja no. Yo. All have a be on and now going good. Jaja no. Place underwater. Here my godfather. Jaja no. Wait, is a bulldozer walk through here, so? Yo, Raj. Is a bulldozer take it away? Yeah, Noel. Yeah. And a normal thing this man. Watch out. Fence step on grung in a brother.
Watch Neil here, no?
Yeah, watch Neil. I mean just a slide the whole day, bro.
Watch Neil.
Watch out, man. Watch out, man. Watch out, man. Watch out, man. Massive. Melissa did all have a beer. Wicked, bro. Them a place and have no roof. No honor there, so. Everything gone with the storm. Watch out, man.
Somebody I think around us look like a cannon, dog.
What, one cannon, what that?
No, like a cannon around.
Oh, never you said it's a fridge in there. Yo, some people feel it, you know, brother. Watch all the big buck here. Yo.
You have to take into consideration this people's livelihood, this people's homes, where they're born, raised, where business has been done, all destroyed. All gone.
Evacuating a dog. Watch out, man. Cheese and paste, massive. Yo, all have a beer. No good again, bro. This is just one little pass. I couldn't pass a place because we are pass a while ago and some police. He actually did out on the front and make sure the place is secure and things. I say people have to lift up from them place, man. Yo, all have a beer. Done for so massive. Big up and welcome to Jamaica Walk by another episode and thing. Oh my word, the place blow down. Big up to everybody who joined the video right now. You don't know we have Raj. You know what I mean? I got for Jamaica seas and waters. No joke. Where one Noel there? No, sir. I did a bakery.
People in born in this one.
You don't know. Bakery, Noel, great magnet fishing Jamaica. Otherwise, you don't know. Yo, Noel. A mad sitting massive. Yo. Melissa no deal with them people are good. No time at all, bro. A joke thing. Jaja know. So massive with the old Ababe. And we're going to give you a little walk through a old Ababe if you see what the place look like after Hurricane Melissa. You understand? No joke. Fire. Blessings and respect. So, big up to everybody who joined the video. Big up to all Cameron family and the team. We are making a little walk through. Check Wagwan, pre-Wagwan. And so you don't know what they are with. Noel as usual, and I don't know. And the great man himself, Raj. Yeah, man, with there. All have a beer. First time I all have a beer. I don't have nobody there, but can it look like say, most of them people are going to need some assistance to you. Because watch out that house. Zinc top gun pan the part there. And sit. Charge no. Godfather, what go on? Big up yourself and respect. Why we just a walk